here we go. Oh my gosh, we have some running to do today. We do. Where's the trash can? We have some running. So I have to drop my mom's dog off at the groomers. I have her here with me right now. We have to drop her off at the groomers. I have to, let's see, what would be my best course of action? I guess drop her off at the groomers, go to work, drop off my paperwork and pick up any that's sitting there, then drop off the clothes to the consignment shop, and then go shopping, and then get gas on the way back. I probably should get gas on the way there, but I don't want to risk my mom's dog like bailing out. No, I don't know. Because I try to plan my stops like so I'm not like backtracking any. But for me to really properly do that, I guess I would either have to get gas first thing or last thing. I guess it'll be the last thing. So that's kind of a lot of errands and a lot of running, but that's what happens when you don't like get out. My husband has been running all of the errands, which, not for nothing, that's fine, but it was like a conversation we had the other day. This is Daisy. She's a Shishan. She's half Shih Tzu, half Bichon Frise. And I'll get back to the conversation I had with my husband, but the first dog that I ever had was a Shishan, and it was an absolute fluke that we got her. So it's not like we weren't on the search for that type of dog. My mom didn't want any animals, which as a mom I do understand it, but we didn't get her until I was 6. And she wasn't like a puppy when we got her. She was a year-old. Anyway, fantastic dog. Fantastic dog. So smart. So smart. Just wonderful. Perfect for our family. We had her till I was 18. And then immediately we were all sad when we no longer had her. So my mom specifically wanted a Shishan again. What we didn't know at the time, which all dogs are different, but also what we didn't know at the time is there's also a difference in like which one is the mom and which one is the dad. And we weren't like wanting to drop a lot of money on an animal. I would totally be like go to a shelter and get a dog type of person. But I also prefer non-shedding dogs in the house. If they're gonna be in the house, that's what I prefer. And like for my mom, like she was just like, this is the experience we have with this type of dog, so I want that type of dog. So she's always kind of been leaning more in that ballpark of it. So we got a Shishan then, but the mom and dad, like the breeds were reversed. And also, I don't know, it was just kind of a different dog, but like not like a really wonderful dog too. Like it's not, I'm just saying they didn't like look the same is what I'm saying. You're not driving. You're not driving. I'm not used to that because my dog never tries to come over here. But she's young. She's really young. And our groomer moved, so I'm trying to think of I'm gonna go this way just because I know where it's at, but it's in like a string of businesses and I don't know exactly which one it is. And like, I'm not gonna plug it into GPS because I live in this tiny little town. I know exactly where I'm going. I just don't know exactly which one she's in. So I'm just gonna go this way because I don't want to come in on the back way. And there's no like parking. You have to park on the street. I don't have to walk across the street with the dog. You know what I mean? Anyway, so then while we had that Shishan, I was actually working at Cracker Barrel and they used to have porch sales. And I'm bitter now that the employees now don't have to experience the horrors and wonderfulness of a porch sale. But anyway, because I worked in the store. And I was working the porch sale. That's odd. I was working the porch sale and I saw like something going down and I was like, it almost looked like a drug deal, but with puppies. And that's my kind of deal, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, there's puppies over there. So I called them over. They were like getting ready to leave. I'm like, hey, do you have puppies? And I seen they were little white fuzzballs. Is this my friend? No? Yeah? No? No? I don't know. Anyway, just, hey. Anyway, so she brings them over, and it was this little girl in school had a 4-H project, and she had these puppies, and they didn't look right. Okay, I think they were kind of like inbred and stuff. Like, I think stuff was going on. Okay, but anyway, they were Bichon Frises, and I'm like, what are the odds of that? Like in this small town, like you have like this fancy dog, you know what I mean? Even though they were kind of like. And I say that, like, the dog, I ended up getting one of them, and I got one of the ones that she was just selling for the vet bills because there was clearly issues. Okay, I love this dog. Okay, I'm not going to my job. I'm looking for the groomers. I think it's in this building right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my blinker on. Yeah, found her. Yay, we're here, Daisy May. Okay, so she was pretty much where I thought she was. All right, parking is kind of crazy, but I just don't like street parking that much. We're in a small town, guys. We don't have to park on the street except for when we come to downtown. Like, okay, now, like, it's literally right across from my job. So for just a second, anyway, so I got her. So we had a Shoshana and a Bichon at the same time. I had them for a while. Unfortunately, we lost both of them. We lost the first one. My mom got another dog. Our town is trying to like do some cool stuff, which is great, but there's like all these new businesses coming in, which is also great, right? But like you never really know what's going on. Anyway, I'm at work now, so I'm gonna take all of this paperwork inside. Let me find my key, because what I don't like to do is get to the door and fumble. Literally, there was no paperwork to pick up. There's a little kid's car and a dollhouse over here by the dumpster. Why? Why is there a dollhouse over here? I kind of want to pick it up, but it's not in the dumpster. And I feel like I would be taking somebody else's stuff because it's probably there because it's promised to somebody. But why is it by the dumpster? But it's literally by it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's probably a drop-off spot because there's a dollhouse, but then there's like a bag of stuff in the dollhouse. And I say that because there was a chair, and my former teacher actually works here as a cleaning lady, and she sent me a picture of this chair, and she was just like, come pick it up. Well, I wasn't able to come pick it up. I hate that because I would totally get that dollhouse. We already have a car, but I have 2 kids. So really, I would get both things. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anywho, so that was like quick. There was only one guy in there. All right, we're here. We're gonna drop off. That's done. That was another fast errand. So now, they've all been fast. So now, I've got to, here comes an electrical truck. I better wait, huh? Now I've got to go to Walmart, and that's what sucks is I just want to be able to go to Aldi. I'm an Aldi shopper. I said that in my last vlog where I had to go shopping, and it's true. I just want to go to Aldi. I'm an Aldi shopper, and I don't get to get out and go to town, which I will come back to that story about my husband, but I don't ever get to go out, and when I do, I have to go for stuff. Like I can't just go to Aldi. I'm like, ah! My husband's going to Aldi, but I'm not. So aggravating. Okay, anyway, so I'm at the dogs. Like, okay, so my mom got a dog, had to get rid of it. It's a story. And then now she has Daisy, who we just dropped off, and she's a Shoshana. So she's kind of like stayed in with that breed. And I have a Shih Tzu. But here's the thing, that was another fluke thing. Now I'm kind of like hooked on Shih Tzus because they don't shed, and you know, I'm familiar with the breed. But like, I don't know. I just have Mia, and like, that's all I'm concerned about right now. I want to keep her forever. I know that's not feasible, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't know what's going to happen after Mia, but I just know that to me, there is no after Mia. Like, oh, she's my mommy. Anyway, I have a Shih Tzu. So, the story about, like, with my husband the other day is, there was all this back and forth. It's a whole story about the whole day. But, like, there was this whole back and forth about, like, lunch. And my daughter wanted fish. And the only fish that we had was frozen. And it's, like, fillets. It's not, like, fish fingers or, you know, it's not anything like that. And so then my husband's like, well, I'll just run up and get fish. Like, if she's saying she wants fish because she's a toddler, right? So we're trying to, like, broaden her horizons with food and we're just trying different things. So he's like, I'm gonna go get it, and I'm like, okay, but it wasn't like I'm gonna go get it. So, like, in my mind, I almost thought I kind of would like to get out of the house. It would be nice. Maybe me and the toddler can go and pick this up. You know, it's kind of. Yeah. Anyway, he said, whatever, blah blah blah. I gotta go get it, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna go get it? And he was like, well, that's the only thing that makes sense, right? And I'm like, no. But I was like, I guess. Hi, why are we going 20? And I'm kind of riding this guy's butt, and I don't mean to, but why are we going 20 mile an hour on this road? Because there's a lot of cars behind me as well. Okay, anyway, so it was kind of like whatever, back and forth, and he goes, unless we all, like, load up and go, and I thought, there are other options. There are other options. But, like, we're so far removed from that right now that it's like, you can't leave. It's not like a panicked you can't leave. It's literally, we're so far removed from that it doesn't even enter his mind that I would leave the house. That's how it is. And I'm like, I would kind of like to go to McDonald's drive-thru and pick this up. No, you know, anyway, so, like, I get out now, and I got all these errands, and literally, this probably is really only happening because I had to drop my mom's dog off at the groomers. So I'm like, okay, I gotta take clothes, because he's been doing that for me, except for in that last vlog that I did. Like, I'm like, I need to go pick some stuff up from the store, and there's a reason that I'm needing to come do this versus him, because there's some things that I'm like, I don't even know how to tell you where to find them. It's gonna be frustrating. Like, I have no idea. Anyway, we're here. Okay. Got my Olipop. I thought they sold Ziva in there. They don't. They have them at my health food store. And I tried them the other day for the first time. And they have them, like, in 6-packs. I'm not, like, a soda drinker. But every now and then, like, I like something besides water or coffee. I feel like lately I'm just surviving on coffee. And anyway, I was gonna get a pack of Ziva in here, and they don't have it. So now we're off to get gas. That was $152. And I didn't film in there because it wasn't like a fun shopping trip. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was getting out of the house. It was fine for me. But it wasn't like, I don't know, I was purpose-driven. What is my hair doing? I was just really trying to, like, get it done and leave. I saw somebody I knew in there, but he didn't stop and talk. But, I was tired before I went in there. I've had to go to the bathroom this entire time. Here we go. We're gonna go. I would like to do a grocery haul, but whenever I get home, especially if my husband's home, it's pretty chaotic when we get home with groceries, like, because he wants to be helpful, and, like, he's been home with the baby this whole time, so I'm sure he'll want to be, like, extra helpful. So he just starts grabbing and putting away. So for one, like, I don't record other people in my life right now, but for two, I'm not even gonna get a chance to do a grocery haul, and I know it. What I did notice, I don't know about everywhere else, but I noticed the eggs went back down, which is cool, because I was like, what the heck? I thought we were still, because the last time I bought eggs, which was just a couple weeks ago, they were expensive. But I was just in there, and I was like, I mean, they've been cheaper in my lifetime, but they're not that bad. You know, they're doable. It's not like, I was like, okay. And we didn't need like a full dozen, so I just got 6. So you pay more when you do that, but it was like $1.12 or something for 6. And for like the cheap brands of eggs, like it was like $2 something for a carton. I mean, you know, that's not, I think last time I bought it, the cheap brand was like $5 and something for a carton of them. So I didn't feel like, you know, that's better. Anyway, now we got to get gas, so more money. And it's just stinking windy. Oh my goodness. Hey, this was good timing. The truck in front of me is going to pull out too. There we go. I'll just follow you out, sir. Anyway, so this is my errands for the day. And I say errands for the day again, like I get out of the house, which I don't. So this is my errands maybe for the week, you know. I need to try to get into the chiropractor. Maybe when I get home, I'll talk to my husband about that. We'll see what happens. I don't know. That's something that needs to happen. My daughter has been wanting to wrestle. And anyway, she's pretty rough on me. She's pretty rough. I'm like, what is even the point of going to the chiropractor? The fact that I have to carry this heavy pumpkin seat, because I don't have one of those like high-end fancy pumpkin seats or whatever, the infant car seat, whatever you guys want to call it. Me and my friend talked about that, about how we call it pumpkin seats. I don't know if that's an old fogey thing to say or what. But anyway, so it's not like one of the more higher end, lightweight, you know, whatever. It's, you know, it's kind of heavy. And my daughter is also kind of heavy. So I'm carrying that. Are you gonna stop, or are you just gonna keep going, or okay? Anyway, so I'm carrying that, lugging that all over, you know, and then my toddler's trying to like break my back or something. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Oh Lordy. But it feels good that my errands are done. I was able to like do some stuff. There was no paperwork to pick up. So I'm back. With this, everything about this angle is crazy, isn't it? So I'm back. It kind of went like I thought. Everything went hectic and chaotic. A few things that I got, like I got 6 eggs. I got, like a lime for dinner tonight. I got potatoes, onions, bananas, strawberries. I don't know. I got stuff like that. So what I have dinner in the crock pot right here, actually right next to you. And what that is, so my husband's a hunter. And I'm trying to come up with different meal ideas. I think I talked about this in another video. And like I'm writing down now like 5 meals a week of what we're gonna have, and trying to be creative and trying to thaw the meat out ahead of time. The baby's jumping. I don't know if I said that, but anyway, so I came up with, and like I'm not like a big deer meat person, but anyway, we're having deer meat carnitas. So that's what's going on in here. I'm hoping it is good. I'm not confident, but we'll see. So I've got that going. I checked the, you know, at Walmart, they have the, oops, I baked too much, that cart, you know. They had these. This is Decadent Chocolate Chunk for 98 cents. This one was the Decadent Oatmeal Raisin for 83 cents. And what, like, I really like the oatmeal raisin. So, like, yesterday was the sell-by day. I don't really care if stuff goes a couple days over. This is, it says wheat bolillos. I don't know how you pronounce it really, but anyway, got that for $1.72. And I thought, well, you know what? I mean, it's cheap to start with. But I thought, well, you know what? We'll just use it for like a day or two. And if we don't use them all up, I'm just going to make like breadcrumbs with them. Okay, so now we're going to make me some lunch. This morning I processed baby food. I have been a busy bee. So anyway, this is a turkey burger from last night. So today yesterday I cooked apples and pears, and a while ago I pureed the apples. I'm gonna do the pears probably tomorrow because I have my ice trays full. So I'll probably do what I'm gonna try to do. She's gonna start oats tomorrow, so I've gotta like shred down the oats. So I'll do that later today. And then today or tomorrow, I'm going to cook the green beans, and then I'm gonna be making green bean puree because green beans actually come before pears. So, but I still have green beans to cook and puree and squash to cook and puree. I have oats to grind down and rice to grind down, and that's everything for March. So in case you were wondering what I was looking at over here when I was saying all of that, if you missed like previous videos or whatever, basically I have a whole like chart made out. I'm not really in that frame, I get that. But I have a whole chart made out for my daughter's like food. I'm introducing slow. I'm introducing purees one at a time until like I have some things that are safe for later that are not going to make good purees, and I can kind of like introduce those in with other things she's already had. But I'm breaking them down into it's like a 4-day cycle, and I know that that is not for everyone, and that's okay. It works for me, and I've got it all mapped out over here on a calendar that I have hanging on my refrigerator. I talked about this in another video that I scrapped, which I've scrapped a couple of videos lately, but basically I am making my daughter's food. We have also switched to cloth diapers. We're not like real far into that process, but it's going like fairly well right now. I still, and this was the plan all along, was to not go to cloth diapers right away. And then basically right now, like when we go anywhere or anybody watches her, like she's still doing disposable. Something else that I got, none of this is sponsored, but I love these. Extreme Wellness, high fiber, a better choice for your health. 11 grams of dietary fiber. I'm sure there's plenty of bad things in here, but it's only 50 calories. I think it's keto friendly, maybe. I don't know. The carb ones that I get are keto friendly, but okay, so you get a foot, I guess. So I've made me a piece of turkey bacon and I put it on there. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Oh man. It is good. You know what we're missing? We are missing jalapeno and ketchup. I was supposed to get ketchup at the store today, and it didn't make it to my list, did it? No. The pickles aren't staying on. The baby's having some banana. And she's doing so good. So, yeah, cloth diapers, going pretty good. I need some more, like, supplies to be able to do it, like, better, to make it easier in my life, you know? It's going okay. If you're wondering, no, I don't just have her sitting on my counter. She's in something. At some point, we're going to have to bring the high chair up. The problem with that is, this is what we used with my toddler. And it worked fine for a while, and then we moved to a high chair. Well, to me, I think it's silly to go out and buy a new high chair. But we used the high chair for my toddler for, like, longer than we probably even needed to with that, because we have high chairs, like high chairs. So she has pretty good memory of using the high chair, even though she hasn't used it for a while. So to her, that's hers. And while she's pretty good at sharing, she doesn't seem to want to let her sister use the high chair. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm sure we'll just be like, tough luck. But right now it's not necessary because this is working. Here. Have a bite. You just gonna eat your bib? Come on. Have a bite. So yummy. So yummy. I decided not to put anything with it today. Just do the banana because she likes banana. Come on. So far, she's had banana, sweet potato, and avocado. She does not like sweet potato on its own, and she doesn't like avocado on its own. So today's an avocado day. Yesterday was honestly kind of a bust. Like, the food was just always terrible timing. So really, she really just had formula yesterday. She's only 5 months. But, so I thought today, lunchtime, I'll go ahead and give her a banana. And then tonight when we're all sitting down to dinner, hopefully it goes easier and better than it did last night. We can all sit down. And I'll blend banana, sweet potato, and avocado together. I do have some more bananas to process too. I don't know if I said that earlier. I've got 2 right now that are looking like I could make a puree out of them pretty easily. And since it's going the way that it's going, and we're literally using banana every day, I went ahead and bought some more. Because we don't really go through that many bananas at a time. But making the baby food, we will now. Isn't that right? We're definitely teething. Like I said, this was all in the video that I scrapped, but we're definitely teething. It's definitely a struggle every day. If you want to know what I'm eating here, these are probably the things that are getting me. But when I lost all my weight the first time, like the first time, I snacked on these. As long as I don't let myself have too many, I'm okay. Anyway, they're so good. I'm trying to not have like the cheese balls and the chips and stuff like that, which is, I got into a point in my life where that wasn't as big of an issue. But now after a pregnancy, it is. It's not sitting on the bread too good now. And these are carrots. So thanks for going on my day with me today. Rabbit food. Anyway, thanks for going on my day with me today. I appreciate you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.